Good evening. It's 9 o'clock in South African time on, I think it's Wednesday today. This is our Facebook Live number 12 for 2016. My name's Rob Yates. This is my business partner,
Mark Hopkins.
Mark Hopkins. And we've had a brilliant day today, and that is what we're going to talk about today. Is what makes for a successful day. So this is a bit of a day in the life of a couple of guys who are professional business coaches, own over 8 businesses on 3 continents, and soon to be 9, 10, 11 and 12 businesses coming up in the very, very near future. So what makes it successful? And you can learn from this, of course, because you can go and replicate just what we do. As with ever, your ticket to the game for this is to click like or share on Facebook or the heart button on Medium. And please do that now, and leave any comments that you've got in the comments section on Facebook. Ask any questions, any feedback, or any thoughts about your successful day today. Let us know what you've achieved today. We love to hear what other people have achieved, your wins, your highlights, and all that sort of thing. So click like, click share, be a leader. It's your ticket to the game. The other thing I want to mention, of course, is you'll see in the link for this, and I promised Mark I'd say this at the start, is there's a link for our ebook, The Profitable You to Unstoppable Success. Go and click the link, download it. It's 20 or 30 pages of free content for you about how you can have a happier, more successful professional life, personal life, and take your career and your business up to the next level. Whew, that's a lot of talking. So click like, click share. That's really the thick and thin of it, isn't it? And if you don't want to click like and click share, you can just stop watching now.
Exactly.
That's it, done.
You'll miss.
Yeah, that's it. Otherwise, it's a bit like maybe theft or robbery. You're just taking something without contributing back for it.
How do you sleep at night?
Yeah. How would you sleep at night? So, Mark, how did that day start this morning?
I would say my day started at 7 o'clock, but our day came to fruition because of planning, I think. So we had our first meeting this morning at 7 o'clock. We're a little bit probably masochists because it was at a golf club. Going to a golf club for a meeting and not playing golf sometimes isn't much fun, but the planning was the first page because it allows you to achieve more with your day. So we organised our first meeting at 7 o'clock, and we organised our second meeting to follow straight away at the same location at 8:30. So valuing our time was probably how our day started.
It did. Hugely. In fact, we even shared a vehicle on the way there so we could talk and get stuff done in the car on the way there and on the way back again. So our first meeting of the day today, 7 o'clock at a golf course, over a cup of coffee and a breakfast with somebody who we think is going to be our new Australian business partner. And we spent an hour and a half excitingly talking about the launch of TetraKey and our other business, My Bricks and Mortar, and a partner business we work with ProfitWise into starting in Sydney.
Yep.
How do you reckon the meeting went?
It's always good when you get to talk about what you're passionate about and you get to see people's reaction. And I think it was good where he's actually boarding a plane back to Sydney as we speak now, going onto the plane with excitement. So I think it's always good to get asked questions as well. That's one thing that we want from these Facebook Lives. We want feedback, we want comments, we want questions, because how do you improve, how do you get better? And talking about your business to someone else and getting the person to ask questions about your business helps you grow your business. I think something as well for you guys to be thinking about tonight is how are you creating opportunities to engage about your business with people who are going to challenge you back on your business. And it's something that I definitely learned from that first meeting, and it's something that we actually took away on the journey back to think about how we could do things slightly different based on the questions that we were asked. So think about now, get a pen and paper out now and think about 2 or 3 people who you could talk to about your business, who you would get the questions back that's going to challenge you to look at your business slightly differently.
And it's good to make those people really different from you. So the guy we met this morning is a lovely guy, but he's a chartered accountant.
With a personality.
With a personality. And there's not very many of you out there, so if you're out there, click like and click share just to let you know that you are a chartered accountant with a personality. But neither of us are chartered accountants, so to have a chartered accountant start to ask us questions about the business, about partnership, with that certain frame of reference that they have is really, really, really refreshing, because it's not necessarily always our first port of call is that chartered accountant way of thinking about business. I guess we're often more creative about business.
Yeah.
So our second meeting was with a bunch, with a very small group of very, very, very successful business owners in their own right, who manage very large networks of people in the financial services industries.
Yes.
What was happening there?
So again, it was when you ask the question, what problems need to be solved? That's where most business ideas come from. So we'll share a few more businesses that we're launching over the next couple of months later on in Facebook Lives, and all those businesses have come from actually pausing and reflecting for 2 seconds and going, what is the problem that can be solved? So this is a business that we're going to be launching hopefully in April, which solves the problem, one of the biggest problems that every single person has in their lives, which is the concept of time.
Or lack of.
Or lack thereof. So how can we put time back into people's diary? There's our 2 greatest commodities that we have, in my opinion, is time and health. We can sort of control our health by what we put into our mouths and what exercise we do, and we can definitely control our time. So this business is going to start off in the financial services market, and we're going to give time back into people's diaries to allow those people to spend more time on the services that generate revenue.
Yep, with their customers. Correct. That's the thing, and that meeting for me was really, really successful. It was the first time all 4 of us had met together, number one, although we met individually at different points in time, and everybody got it, was on board, and the highlight for me for that meeting was it was done and dusted in 25 minutes. Yep. We started at 8:30, we were done by 5 to 9, and for me, meetings that go on for much longer than that, when it's about just some matter-of-fact stuff, frankly is a waste of time. And so we put time back in our diaries by managing the meeting to be done by 9 o'clock. 8:55, something like that.
Definitely.
So the day started, and we've potentially got a partner to launch in Sydney, Australia. I think that's very likely to happen. And we've got a new business that's about to kick off, and we think 6 to 8 weeks to profitable launch is what we're looking at with that. And it's only 9 o'clock. And so my question to you is, what had you done by 9 o'clock this morning, and what had you achieved? For me personally, my top priority first thing in the morning is always sales and marketing. Before I touch my emails, answer phone calls, do whatever else, sales and marketing. And also, I suppose, thinking about business of the future. Where next? What are we doing next? That innovative time. Because I'm a firm believer that if you don't get your marketing and sales right, you won't have any customers. So what are you doing with the rest of your day? And if you're not thinking about the future, well, you won't have a business for tomorrow. And in my map of the world, I look to innovate and adapt a business every 6 to 9 months based upon what it is that's going on in the world. So after that, Mark, where do you go to next?
After that was our main corporate client for me. And spending a day on unpacking a national sales plan and really asking, so our forte as we talk is performance. Our forte is how to get an organisation to understand and unlock the value of their business. So it's very much looking at a sales plan and not challenging the what of what they were trying to do. It was asking the question, why is this important to your business and to your customers? And as importantly, how are you going to translate this information to something that the rest of the organisation can get behind, get inspired by, and deliver for the benefit of your customers? It's all well and good coming up with a nice piece of paper with some nice words on it, but that's the easy part in my opinion. The hard part is to get an organisation that's 3,000-5,000 people strong, to get them to buy into it and deliver it. So that was a lot of my day, and
that's where we spend a lot of our time. Is a lot of businesses come up with a why. We need to make more money. Why? They come up with this then idea of the what, which is to make more sales and do more marketing. But the how to achieve that in a way that's cost effective, time efficient, and will drive the right activities to meet the why and the what. That's probably where we spend the bulk of our time, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely the how. I think a number of companies would think they do the why quite well, but when you ask the questions such as why is a concept that's been thrown around in the corporate space here in South Africa a lot of moments, I'm sure globally, is the concept of team environment. So, but the question is, why is a team important to your business? Why don't take things at face value? Because for twofold, you as a business owner need to be able to answer that question to yourself. Because if your team, your colleagues, your staff, your employees come to you, your customers come to you, and you can't answer that question, then you lose credibility. So I think it's really important that you understand the why of what you're doing in the business. And to me, the what's the easy part. The what's the bet. You've got to stop, you've got to think for 2 seconds, and then you've got to come up with something. As we talked about last night, it's not coming up with a prescriptive journey. It's coming up with a rough plan that you're going to adapt as you go. But the hard part for me is the how. The hard part is you've got to get the team. You think about it. It's how do you get the information out? How do you inspire them to make decisions? How do you ensure you motivate everybody? How do you build a structure of your business that allows you to be the most efficient you can be and effective? And then you have that debate between where do you want to put more time and effort, efficiency versus effectiveness. So lots of, you can see the energy's in us tonight. There's a lot of passion. We've had a long day. A long day. But again, it's an exciting day when you're working with individuals and businesses who are aspiring and striving for greater things.
For me, I spent most of my day after this morning meeting locked in my office. I actually did a 5-hour stint and then suddenly realised I needed to eat and drink something. And I spent this afternoon for an hour and a half in a meeting with one of our key customers. And we were talking about how he needs his workforce to use their time profitably as opposed to just busily. So at this very moment in time, his workforce is pushing it hard. They work flat out, they do long hours, often way beyond what it is that they get paid for, and yet still the results never seem to come in, and if they do come in, it always involves more hours. So for me, it's always about how do you replicate something. So if Mark does something well, how can I take it and do it myself? And then how can I pass it on to somebody else? And so we were having a chat around, well, if these individuals understood the almost profit margin for that time against different activities, maybe they might start to prioritise the most profitable things first, and the least profitable things may even fall off the radar at some point in time. And for me, often in businesses I find that the most profitable activities are the most monotonous, least interesting and least sexy things to do. And yet they often are the things with the highest margin and the highest space for growth as well. And so Kenneth the other night spoke about sacrifice. If we want to have the sexy things outside of what we do for work, we're going to have to go and sacrifice that work time often to some unsexy things to achieve that pleasure outside of work. And that was the sort of the conversation we were having, and how I'm going to support him taking his workforce forward throughout 2017. So, and we finished that day off sat in my office.
We did, and I think it's the end of a long day. Time is precious. Time is precious.
We finished there with a bit of a strategy session, looking at the next couple of weeks and next couple of months. Our diaries are crossing on a regular basis. In fact, at some point in time, I'm living in Mark's house, 8 hours drive from here, and he's living in my house, and we're both working in each other's home cities, but not at the same time. So there's a bit of a juggling act at this point in time. So there's a little insight into what we get up to on a daily basis, how we think, what conversations we have with people, how we use our time, so on and so forth. And I just ask you to go and question yourself, how did I use my time? What did I get out of it? How did I use it productively? How am I doing my sales and marketing as a high priority? And how am I taking my business forward into the future? Perfect. So if nothing else, go and download the ebook. It's there for you. Go and click the link, download it. You'll get it for free. It's our pleasure. Some of what we've spoken about tonight is in the ebook. And please click like, click share, and thanks to Paul for commenting on how great our day was today. And he says something there about coach swap. I'm not really too sure what that says, but maybe Paul wants Mark to be his coach as opposed to me. I'm not really too sure. So click like, click share, have a great day. We'll see you in 24 hours time. Just be me tomorrow night. Mark's back in Durban again.
Durban tomorrow night.
And you never know, you may even get a Facebook Live all on your own just with Mark at some point in time from hot Durban. So have a great 24 hours. We'll see you then. Be awesome.